Good morning, sweethearts. How y'all doing? You feeling these full moon energies yet? These karmic energies returning? I fell asleep about, I don't know, just after 6 last night. And just out of the blue, in the middle of a text message, I fell asleep and woke up about 9 o'clock. No, I guess it was, maybe around 9, I don't know, 10, something like that. Well, I was sitting there in the darkness, in the candlelight, and just drinking some hibiscus tea. You know, it was just before midnight. Wave after wave after wave hit me and hit me hard. And all of this clarity and all of this inner wisdom just deeper and deeper coming at me. And I literally went through for like 5 hours till 5 o'clock this morning. Good morning, Michelle. How you doing, beautiful? I literally went through, I can't tell you how many deaths. That's the only way I can even really explain it, because the fire going through my body, my chest literally felt like, the last time I felt that intense of a wave after wave after wave, sweethearts, was more in the very beginning of my journey. And I've gone through some intense shifts, yes, but last night kicked my ass, I'm telling you. And when I'd come out of one wave, guys, and it's not so much that I was emotional, if you will, more like literally just in a burning heat, and the anguish. It was an unknown sorrow. I mean, I think it was more, there's that dang think word again. I think it was more along the lines of, I'm trying to put this into words to assist you guys, because I know many of you are feeling this. And if you're not feeling it, you're going to be feeling it by tonight. This full moon is fully at full at 11:07 my time tonight. Good morning, Alice. Good morning, Abu. Good morning, Helen. Barat. Who did I miss? Amy, Nando. Good morning, sweethearts. Big hugs and blessings. And so it really brought to me through each of these waves a really unknown sorrow that just clutched my heart in the beginning of that first wave. And then it kept getting more intense and more intense and more intense. And the release that came out, and I'm not talking so much as an emotional release as, yes, there was tears, and there was, I'm telling you, the painful anguish that I went through last night it gripped my soul in a way that I don't even know if I could even put it into words. And it was like I literally was outside of my body, but could physically feel it as I watched myself from outside of the body and observed it, but literally watched the human. It was so, to the human aspect, to my physical vessel, I can't, again, it's intense, sweet ones. And there was so much being released, and the clarity that came with it was, as I was outside of myself, watching myself and feeling this, if you will, it really came in on just to be present. My spirit kept telling me, be present, don't react to this, because how you react right now and what you think about, this is what you're creating for your future. And that, through this whole, and that's all I can say, is like a pure, literally a purifying fire in a way that we haven't known up to this point, if you will. And literally felt like my chest was being cracked open. And that has happened many times when, through these integrations that we take in this light, there's times where it feels like we're going through a heart attack because our chest cavity was being spread open to make more room for our higher heart and everything, if you will. But this was different. This was literally bringing up, I don't even know how to put it into words, sweet ones. I just really, really encourage you to flow with this. And again, like I said, for me, those waves lasted from just before midnight to about 5 o'clock this morning. I literally sat out here where I'm sitting right now. Whereas the sun is behind me, the moon was right here. And I sat out here under it. And it literally just... Who I was last night before this wave is not who I am today, this morning, right now. I can tell you that. Without a shadow of a doubt, I can tell you that. There was, through the intensity of the fire, if you will, that I was going through, and it's not over. I mean, my spirit's telling me, we've just begun. And I just tell my spirit, thank you. I'm humbled. And you know, sweet ones, let it go. What came up for me, what was really present is we love those that have exited our presence, if you will, those past relationships, those, you know, you go through that grieving, whether it's a physical death or whether it's a metaphorical death or, you know, the loss and leaving behind of whatever. I mean, there's always a grieving process, if you will. And, you know, sometimes we think loving unconditionally means that we have to be accepting of how others treat us, or be accepting of different things. And that's very true. We do have to be accepting, but we have to be accepting of ourselves in it. Not necessarily accepting of the others. We have to be accepting of the others, if you will, like those in the past relationships or your children, whatever it may be. And let them be them on their journey. But you really have to be accepting of yourself in ways, and you're really going to be presented with these energies coming up tonight. If you're not feeling them, you're really going to be presented with what you are accepting, what is you have allowed as acceptance within your space, if you will. For me, what it showed me was, even though you have no contact or no communication, you can love from afar. But if you are participating in something, you know, trying to be supportive of those that have left your presence, you know, those old relationships, whatever, allow yourself to release it. If there is no communication, if there is no participation, if there is no engagement with another that you're pining over, or that you're wishing for the past to be resurrected, if you will. Good morning, Jody. Good morning, Lorraine. Good morning, Valerie. Good morning, Bethany. Good morning, Brett. Big hugs and blessings, sweethearts. You're living in a past present, if you will. And when you live in the past, that's what you're recreating, is that hurt and that pain, not necessarily the relationships itself. When you can allow yourselves to really focus and observe on what is the object of your attention, you will allow yourself to observe and see more from an expanded view. When you observe what is the object of your focus, of your intentions, of your emotions. Yes, we all want peace, unity, oneness, love, yada, yada, yada. That is a collective thing. But on the individual level, really observe what you're engaging in, sweet ones. Really observe as you allow these purifying fires to come up and literally purify you, so you can be that phoenix rising out of the old that you're leaving behind. Really observe yourself on what's coming up of the old, the memories, the emotions, and how you're reacting, how you're interacting with those feelings and emotions and stuff that are coming up. Because really, what is going on right now in this moment is creating your future. And we say that, and I'm very aware of my energy and what I focus on and yada, yada, yada. But this took me to a deeper level, if you will, of clarity. And, I'm getting a transmission. Gratitude. And the unconscious and the hidden things that throughout our day that we focus on. And what I mean, that becomes the object of our attention. A memory comes up of a relationship, or with your children, or with your grandparents, or whatever it may be. And say you get emotional, and then something occurs in the physical. 5-10 minutes later, half hour later, and you're still in that emotional space. And if it is a memory or something that has brought you into an emotional space, say that maybe wasn't a very good memory, and you're still trying to integrate it and process it and release it, and you're still in that space energetically, and somebody or something happens, and so you react from that space. Well, now you have just created that to be in your future, because that is what is going on right now. And if you're not consciously aware that that memory or those emotions that are coming up that you're still integrating, that you haven't really dealt with, that's going to be in the underlying hidden reactions of how you react to what is occurring throughout your day or whatever. And that is really, really important as you release these energies coming up that are being presented, as these karmic energies, good, bad, or indifferent, come up and present themselves for you. So really allow yourself to observe, because how you react and engage and participate not only to what is being presented and coming up to be presented, but also what you is the focus of your affection, your attention, everything right now, that is also going on, being present with, at the same time, simultaneously, what is coming up from the past. And absolutely, Bharat. And so that is where I'm saying in this video, really observe all of it. Not just the emotions that are coming up, but observe your interactions throughout the day as these emotions come up, as these memories come up, as these circumstances, experiences, whatever it may be, comes up. Because even though they come up right now in this moment and you're dealing with it, that wave is still going to be underlying the rest of your actions and reactions and intentions and thoughts and emotions until you fully integrate it and release it. And that is going to affect everything else in the present moment too. It's only right now that's going to create your future. And, if somebody triggers something and makes you angry and you react, is that a person that that's going to be part of your future? Or is that just a person that's playing a role for you as you release these energies and these memories that are coming up for you? are you engaging and participating and creating with those that are going to be in your future? Or are they part of an experience, an initiation, in a lesson that you're going through right now that consciously aware you may know that they won't be a part of your future? And if you're consciously aware of that, or, you're coming into that space where you're choosing to leave behind that timeline or that paradigm or whatever, really observe how you're reacting in it, how you're participating and engaging in it. Because if you're consciously aware that it's not going to be a part of your future, then why participate in it? Because what you participate in, what you engage in, what you do right now, the actions, the reactions, yada, 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 that you do right now in this present is what you're creating for your future. And if that argument or whatever with so-and-so's girlfriend because she's jealous or something, why engage in it? They're not going to be a part of your future, so why participate in it? Why focus your thoughts and emotions on it? It's things like that really this is bringing up, Why keep pining for that relationship when he or she doesn't communicate with you? Even though love may remain between the two of you, if there's no participation from one party or the other, no communication, no engagement, that's showing you that there's no future there. Because it takes action, it takes participation, it takes engagement to create the future, And if you're still pining on a relationship with somebody from the past that you have no communication with or active involvement with, or say you're in touch with your divine twin soul or whatever, but yet they are not engaging with you or participating or communicating with you, you have no immediate future with them. Because that's how you create, is engagement, is in action. And, that saying, it takes two. And, so really observe and allow yourselves to observe just what it is. Good morning, Kimberly. Good morning, Danielle. Good morning, and Ellen. And really observe what is the object of your affection and your attention right now. Because really, that's what's creating your new future. And, if you're engaging and your attention is on things that you're trying to release, then don't engage and participate in them. Because if you're trying to release them and you're still engaging in them, then then you're counteracting your own intent on releasing them. You're just creating it some more. And, there's no greater time than to really observe your heart and observe your intentions and observe what is the object of your affections. What is the object of your attention? What are you focusing on? And allow yourself, sweet ones, to really be present with what's coming up. I'm telling you, it's going to kick your ass. And it certainly kicked mine. And I'm a very grounded person. I mean, I observe myself in the reflection of each of you, if there's any engagement in every given moment. And those close to me can tell you that I am always, regardless, I am always observing the reflection. What is this showing me? And this kicked my ass last night, or this morning. And like I said, Spirit's telling me, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning, beautiful. That's what I just keep hearing from Spirit. This is just the beginning. So, sweet ones, I'm with you. You're not In no way, shape, or form are you alone going through this. We're all going through it. I don't give a shit how enlightened and awakened we are. We're all going through it. This is affecting everybody, and nobody will be left alone. Everybody will be shook up, tore up, whatever label you want to give it. We're all in this together. Anybody that's on this awakening journey, and even those that aren't, we're in this together. And that's what I love about us, because it doesn't matter what level of awareness we're on. When these waves come in, they hit us all. And this one is transforming us. You will not be the same tomorrow as you are right now. Your truth right now, I made that post yesterday saying what your truth is right now, it won't be Monday. The only reason I said Monday is because I knew that this full moon coming in tonight is going to transform you in ways that you have no idea. And so what is your truth? What is your purpose? What is whatever right now? I'm guaranteeing you, come tomorrow, come Monday, it will not be what it is right now. You will not be who you are right now. And if you really allow yourself to observe that, and really observe yourself come Monday after this weekend, I have a feeling that you're going to be in that space of where I'm saying, you're right, I'm not the same. I love you, sweet ones. I love you. There is a beautiful release with this, but by the same token, there was as I'm going through the ashes of this fire, becoming the ashes of the fire that I went through for 5 hours this morning, I can say this, at the same time of that purifying fire that was cracking my ass open, I'm telling you, by the same token, there was a beautiful, beautiful, peaceful, golden, iridescent rainbow light, literally, not just out of my chest, but out of every cell in my body, radiating out. With a very peaceful calm as this fire is raging through me. As these intense wave after wave after wave of heat went through me. There was also a very peaceful calm bathing it as well. I knew from a feeling point, if you will, I knew that even though my body was racked with fire, was racked with pain, was being racked with anguish and sorrow that I can't even put into words. I will describe it like this. If you could take 1,000,000 lifetimes of abandonment, of rejection, of unworthiness, of being unloved, of being unaccepted, and you put all of that in with 1,000 times intensity of what the human aspect has experienced right now, that's what I went through for 5 flipping hours this morning. And it was like every lifetime of every one of those energies was being released from me all at once. The past 5 years of this, the horrific, traumatic journey I have been on for 5 years of healing myself, I'm telling you, you intensify, you times that and multiply it by 10,000, and that's what I went through in 5 hours last night. And I'm telling you what, who I was before midnight last night and who I am right now is not the same. And that, for myself, is the most beautiful. It was heart-wrenching, trust me. It was heart-wrenching. But the peace and the beauty and the magic that I always feel anyways, and that I find, literally are bathing my body this morning. And for me, it's tears of joy. It's tears of, I can't even put it into words. It is the most beautiful space I'm in right now, that nowhere in the past 5 years of my journey have I felt so much love and so much peace. Sweet ones, allow yourselves, because this is truly, truly beautiful. They're literally tears of joy. They are not tears of heartbreak. They are not tears of hurt or anguish or anything else. It was a very intense 5 hours for me, but I'm telling you, sweet ones, once you get through this, you are going to feel so free, so light. And like I said, we're just beginning. Even myself, my spirit's been telling me, we're giving you a couple hours break, but go ground yourself because round 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 is coming. And my spirit's been telling me that since, like I said, 5 o'clock. This is not for the faint of heart, but allow yourselves to release it, sweet ones, and love it. Be grateful for it. I'm telling you, gratitude's going to get you through this in so much grace. Oh, I'm telling you, sweet ones. So, Valerie, girl, I can't believe you are sharing this. I was about to go live and share a similar experience. Like I said, beautiful. Do it, Val. Because, you know, right now, there's no greater time than for us to come together because these are intense. And if you're not as grounded, or if you're just beginning on your journey, or whatever it may be, sweethearts, reach out. But pay attention and observe who you're reaching out to. Remember, you're creating your future. So, you know, call on your tribe, call on us, call on your team, help you get through it, but allow yourselves to release that 3D. Allow yourself to release that old, sweet ones, and I'm telling you, when you do, you're going to be flying high in ways that you have no idea. You're going to be that eagle flying in the sky, and you're actually going to be able to observe yourself and everything else through the eyes of that eagle, and you're going to become limitless. You're going to become quantum. You're going to become, and just focus on what you want to become as you purify yourself through these fires. Valerie, call me. You still got my number. If not, message me and I'll send it to you. I love you, sweet ones. I love you. I am here for you, holding you in eternal grace, peace, love, blessings, abundance, joy, harmony. You got this, and don't think you don't. Because we are all in this together, sweet ones, and we're all going through it. Have a great day, guys. Big, 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 big hugs and blessings. Bye-bye now.